Hello everyone and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week it's time for some more Tarkir Dragonstorm. Let's see what everyone's running.
Hey, it's Phil, and I'm bringing kind of what you'd expect me to bring, and that's S18 Raw with a bunch of creatures and a bunch of value.
Yo, this week we're gonna go away from misery and we're gonna try to center our soul by playing a full monk deck with Elsha Threefold Master.
Hey, it's Tomer. We're playing a classic Mardu aggro deck. We're going to make a bunch of creature tokens, swing in with combat, and then sacrifice those tokens for value.
I'm Seth, and I'm looking to turn some janky cheap permanents into +1/+1 counters with the help of Belethar, Dawn of the Abzan. This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimateguard.com, and you can purchase all your guards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying some merch over at mtggoldfishmerch.com or directly through Patreon at patreon.com/mtggoldfish, where we post exclusive content like deck tours and post-Commander Clash wrap-ups. 4, 3, 2, 1, Clash on!
This is the
And
one
Tomer
week I didn't
goes
want
first
to be
again.
first.
Wait, why don't you want to go first, Tomer?
I don't know, Seth. You
that.
tell me. I'll take a... No, that's not what I want.
Show me
Someone's
land.
catch-up ramp.
We're going to play a fetch
not on.
land. We're going to crack it. We're going to get a... I wish there was a fetchable bounce land. That's what the real hope is.
I
That
know,
would be
but
so
no,
busted.
this is way too
Yeah, we don't... It's something I want,
don't
but
think we
also
grasp
don't want.
how busted it would be, honestly.
Well, let's get a
It would
Savai
offer
Triumph.
counterplay to like strip mines.
Do we want to have more counters to strip mine? Don't we like strip mine? I'm done, by the way. That's
I kind of
after-
feel like, I don't know if we
Uh.
do a whole cycle of them. One of them would be kind of cool. Let's see. I'm going to play so many fetch lands. Polluted Delta. Crack Polluted Delta.
Good week for Oppo Agent is what I'm hearing.
Oh,
Let's see. I don't want to lose too much life. I'm going to get a basic swamp.
Wow, not even getting something fancy?
No, we're
Yeah.
gonna go conservative.
What's going on here?
We don't want to lose too much life. Oh wait.
Hmm?
Oh wait, there we go. There's a swamp.
What's
oh, yuck.
Hey, I subscribe
oh nice,
to...
I like it.
White border, beat down box set, I think, or one of those supplemental products from the 90s. So I'm gonna get a swamp, and I'm just gonna play I guess I could
Thoughtseize.
shortcut this. I wish. Infestation Sage. Go ahead. It's a 1/1 that when it dies, I make a 1/1. That's a green insect with flying when it dies. The token.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play Spectator Seating.
Sacrifice deck.
Yeah, my commander is kind of sacrificey.
I have pretty much Soul Ring for
Okay.
this deck.
Mhm.
Agavan?
Sarah is
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, that is
That's
okay.
really
scary.
good.
Good thing we're
Yep.
friends or
Not
something.
bad. Not bad.
I think
I
I'd say it was
have.
bad. I thought you guys said
I'm
this
gonna
card was
draw.
bad.
I think
No, it's good. It's
It's
just
so
not.
good.
It doesn't need to be banned. That's
It's
the
so
thing.
good.
I think
Don't
it's
attack
very
me.
good. I respect it. Please do not punch me for 6 in the
Yeah,
face.
Sam, I'm going to play a
Everybody
Surveil
loves
land.
it now.
Surveil and
Jeez.
go.
I'm friends with Sarah Ascendant.
Yeah.
It would
Ascendant.
never attack me.
My friend. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna
So
play
you'll notice something about this
Plains.
deck right by turn 2.
Sky Knight Vanguard. 1/2 flying. When it attacks, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token that's tapped and attacking, and then I'll pass after that.
All right, I'm gonna untap and draw, and I think actually I'm just afraid of. I'm afraid of all these lynxes. I still got lynxes on the mind. I'm gonna crack this and get another basic real quick.
Whoa.
I'm gonna get a plains
no,
this time.
you have to have something.
I'm
going
done
on.
losing
Is
the price of progress.
Is he the price
I
of
thought you
progress
said
player?
you're done. Okay.
I'm Abzan, so probably not, unless there's an Abzan one.
No
I think
more
there
will
is.
I lose the price of progress.
There's like a
It's
green enchantment
over.
that does it.
There's my beautiful gold border plains.
Judge, not legal. Not
I'm
certain
just
not
gonna
legal.
judge. I'm just gonna play a servo schematic. It's a 2-mana artifact. When it enters, I make a servo, and when it goes to the graveyard, I make a servo. And then, well, Phil, you haven't played anything yet. That's the
Yep.
downside of being last. I guess you take the one
Yep,
from
yep,
the
yep.
sage, and
take
then
one.
go ahead.
I'll untap. I'll draw. I'm going to play River Pyre Verge. Right now, it only makes red, by the way. I don't have any mountains or islands. I'm attacking somebody. I need to know commanders and what they do.
Well,
I'm
it's
playing
probably good
Virgo.
for the viewers anyway. I'm playing Fellothar. When it enters, I can sack a permanent and put a +1. Enters or attacks, I can sack a permanent and put a +1/+1 counter on my dorks. It's a 3/3.
Okay.
I got a Eshki Timos Roar. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a counter on this. If this creature has 4 power, or greater, then I draw a card. And if the power is 6 or more, Eshki deals damage equal to Eshki's power to each opponent.
You know, Teamer's not allowed. It's kind of
Hey, okay, one
Come on,
land.
it's Simic
Look at
with
these
red.
guys over there this time.
I know Tomer's also aggro. I'm gonna swing at Tomer with a 6/6.
So you don't want to be aggro bodies, is what you're saying. You're trying to lay down the gauntlets immediately.
I mean, look, who's more aggressive, right? That's what I just.
It's gonna be the 6/6 for 1 mana. That lifelink
6/6 lifelink fly.
Okay, ouch.
I'm gonna just spread the love.
We probably do need to attack Krim, though, because he's going to gain so much life.
Well, funny you say that. I'm gonna play Serene Master. Everybody knows this card. yeah, oh, sure. I'll read it to you, but in case you don't know the card, whenever Serene Master blocks, exchange its power and the power of target creature it's blocking until end of combat.
Wow, so it
Okay.
like kills anything on defense. That's kind of hilarious. I like it.
It becomes the bigger thing.
So you're a monk deck, apparently.
Yeah.
Could be
that's
anything. I don't know. Is it a monk deck?
Who knows?
It's
I'm
the
gonna
monk
play
curve.
this. Rejuvenating Springs, and then we gotta try it out. We're gonna play a mana rock in green. It is Hurt Heirloom.
No!
Add 1 mana of any color. Spend this
I
only
should
to
have
cast
hit
creature
kill.
spells. There are a lot of
Interesting.
creatures in this deck. And then I can give a creature with power 4 or greater trample, and when it deals combat damage, you draw a card for tapping it. You can also just add a green and play birds.
Wow.
Wrap them.
Oh!
Popping
And go.
off. Wow, still no
All right.
catch-up ramp for Tomer.
All right. Don't worry. I'm going to land off the top.
Wow.
Yes!
True. Okay,
Never
Tomer gets
didn't
to
have
play
it.
after all.
I'm going to play that command tower, that beautiful command tower. And then I'm going to play my commander with my command tower. Is Zergo, Stormrender. It has mobilize 1. So whenever this creature attacks, you make a 1/1 tapped and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature token. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. And whenever a creature token you control leaves the battlefield, draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, each opponent loses 1.
Yeah, that's gonna be an aggressive one. Okay.
Yeah.
Get a little aggro.
Krim, I'm going to swing a Sky Knight Vanguard at you, and it has an attack trigger. It's a 1/2 flyer. It flies, which I believe your monk cannot block.
Not yet.
And then I got a little Scoops token coming at you too. It's a 1/1.
I'll
You
block.
can block that one. You do?
Yep. So
Oh.
I am going to give you 0 power, and then you're going to give me the
Ah.
power of whatever the thing that I block.
Yes. So nothing happens. They bounce off each other.
Your token dies.
He gets your power, though, because he gets
I
one
get your
power.
power.
So then it dies. This will trigger Zergo because the token left the battlefield attacking. I will get to draw a card, and you take 1 damage.
Wow, it's like a Phyrexian Arena from the command zone.
Except it's good.
Ah, Tomer.
Ooh, wait.
No, I'm kidding. I love Phyrexian Arena. I'll pass. Please don't hit me.
No,
I'm definitely
gonna-
hitting you.
I don't have much I can hit you
Whoa,
with
what
anyway.
did I do?
You got value on my watch, Tomer?
You
Ah!
what?
That's fair. Okay, we're even.
Misty, sack it. We're going to continue our basicing here.
What
Forest.
the
Says the
hell?
guy
Okay.
45
I
life.
think Seth is playing something that
Such a
cares
red
about
flag.
me.
That's
Right?
Yeah,
not
100%
okay.
is.
He is. This is
He
Mr.
tries so hard
Project
to
himself.
I'm
Yeah.
just not dying
He
to
tries
lose this
so hard
anymore.
to sell a story. He's like, oh, I don't want to get hit by price of progress, you guys. Meanwhile, he's going to do some nasty thing with
Yeah.
the basics.
We're gonna do
Well, Commander time.
commander-
He's an
things.
awful person.
Belethar, Dawn of the Abzan. So it's a 3/3 trample. When it enters or attacks, I can sack a non-land permanent. If I do, I put a +1/+1 counter on each creature. So I'm going to sack this servo schematic
Ooh.
when it goes to
Get
the
you.
graveyard. So I'm going to stack the triggers. So the servo schematic trigger of making the servo is going to resolve before the Felethar trigger. So then I get a counter on an additional creature. So we're going to put a counter on you and a counter on you and also
that's
on
neat
you
wording.
and also on you. Phil, with your Birds of Paradise over there, buddy.
Hey. Whoa.
Yeah,
You know
Phil
what?
has a ramp card.
Since I'm
Yeef.
feeling generous, just one servo. I'm going to leave back the
Okay,
infestation
so
sage.
2.
So just two.
One,
just two, Phil.
2.
And then you can go ahead.
You didn't want to attack into my perfect defense?
Apparently, I could never attack into this
Yeah,
zero
this
two. Is this like the most busted
What
card in
is-
Commander? Like, I just cannot get through that thing.
Move over, Ghostly Prison.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm going to fetch, by the way.
You could say it's unbeatable.
This is the greatest
Broken.
card of all time.
It is, yeah. Move over Black Lotus. We have this random monk now.
Did I forget to put a hollowed fountain into my deck? Maybe.
Oh.
This
Yeah, I've
is
done
a
that before.
Okay. So,
What do you mean? We always make the perfect decks and we never make mistakes during deck building.
did I put? Oh, okay. Here it is.
Hey.
I mean, that's a Steam
That's a
King.
Steam
For
bet.
all your
Sure.
shots.
I'm gonna go ahead and spread the love. I'm gonna send the damage over to Seth.
I will take the damage. Down to 31.
I gain
Yowzers.
6. And now it's time for Elsha. Threefold Master. Trample, Prowess, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 white monk creature tokens with Prowess.
Oh.
It's also a
Monk
monk.
Link.
Look at
Yeah.
it. Look at this curve.
That is the ultimate
That's
monk
actually
here.
very good.
I cheated a little bit because this is a 3-drop, so like, and my commander's already there, but whatever. I don't
But still,
have any
yeah.
other monks. I kind of need.
ultimate
I'm
monk
gonna get some speed going. Murangana Raceway.
There it is.
Oh,
speed.
okay.
Pump the bird. Get that speed.
Yeah, would be nice.
People just like leave Phil alone and he crushes us with broken things. We know this story already.
If I recall, you hit me last turn.
I mean, there are
You
kinds
hit
of
me
like
for
6/6
six.
lifelink.
I'm gonna cast my
Did I
commander.
know?
And then I'm gonna cast something that is better in other formats than this, but I do have some targets for it. It's
Wait,
beans
SC.
up the beanstalks.
Oh my
Whenever
God.
it enters and whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater,
Busted.
draw a card.
All right, now
Right.
I probably got to kill Phil just because I'm a standard
I
I
player.
mean, this
because
is
of
this
beans.
is standard me.
The actual beans.
upset.
I know. Standard me nightmare. Everyone played their commanders
Strong.
within one turn, I think.
I will actually spread the love. How about that? I'm going to send
That's what I did. What
the
did you
Sky Knight Vanguard at Krim, the Zergo at Phil, and the soldier token from the Sky Knight Vanguard and the soldier token from Zergo, because I got 2 of them. Oh, it's a warrior. Oh god.
I think if you really loved us, you just wouldn't attack us, Tomer. I don't know about the spread the love terminology.
I want my
The more I
attack
think
point.
about it, I'm like, if you love me, why are you damaging me at all?
love
It's called tough love. You know, I want to prepare you for the world.
So if your tokens die while they're attacking, you draw. But if I don't block them, they die in your end step and we get drained. Is that, or one
Yes.
of them dies on your end step and we get drained?
Yes.
Okay. So do you want to draw, Tomer?
Yes.
Okay. You know what? I'll block the real one then. The soldier doesn't die in end step, right? That's a real token.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll block the real one with my infestation sage, and I'll take the
Okay.
one from the other one.
So you take 1, Krim takes 1, and Phil takes 3 commander damage. And I'm going to draw 1 card from that soldier dying. Ooh, I hit a land drop. Okay, we're in
I forgot
business.
you were trying to hit land drops. Yeah.
We'll play a Blood Crypt. We'll lose 2 life. And I'm going to play a card that I always thought was trash. But if there's any spot where it's actually good,
Bedlam.
it has to be here.
You don't want to
No,
get
I actually
Shield
like
main phase.
Bedlam. Battle Angels of Tear.
Wait, you
Battle
think
Angels
it's
of Tear.
trash?
That seems
yeah,
at
it's-
least
Every
solid.
single time I played it, it's done nothing. But now it's myriad, so it's actually decent here, I think. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. If that player has more cards in hand than each other player, then you create a treasure token. If that player controls more lanes than each other player, and then you gain 3 life if each player has if that player has more life than each other player. If there's a tie on any of those things, though, nothing happens. So for tie
I mean,
on like
just
cards in
Tie
hand,
goes to no
tied
one.
on lands or anything. Yeah. That's why
that
it
It's a little
reads-
worse than I thought. It reads good, but then when you
It
think
reads
about it, it's
good.
like, eh.
I'm
It-
talking about the myriad token more than I.
Yeah, the myriad. So the
It's
myriad
It's a
token's good
4/4
with my
flying
command,
myriad.
and then the warrior goes away at end step. So I
We
ping you all
always
for
want-
1.
Yeah, 29.
Bam, and then I'm done.
33.
All right.
Passeronies.
I will untap and draw
Tomer, you're kind of scary, dude.
a little bit.
Well,
I
you're
mean,
the
you
guy
are too, a
who's-
little crib.
I feel like when
Both
Krim
of you.
says you're kind of scary, it means he's gonna execute me the next turn. You know, it's just like every single time he's like,
Maybe.
I'm like chilling at like 25
Wait, what
life,
turn?
and then Krim's like, I think he kill him this turn, and I just freaking explode.
I am getting max punish for fetching out all these basics.
I don't believe it.
I
I don't
should have been
believe you,
fetching
Seth.
some
There's a
shots.
5D
I don't
chest
believe
over
you.
here. There's a
All right, right.
Just
All right, Godless Shrine, not that one there. I didn't realize that fetching out basics would be taken as a threat by the rest of the table, but
I mean,
everyone
I'm
was
taking
freaking out.
notes. I need some. I need some non-basic hate tech.
All right, I'm going to play a greedy freebooter,
Ooh,
which
I like
when it dies, I scry want to make a treasure token. And then I'm going to play 1 and 2, a Blood Artist. When
my
anything
God.
dies, I drain
We don't
target
want
player
that.
for 1. And then I'm going to play an
Yeah.
Avacyn's Pilgrim, which is a mana dork that makes white mana.
Oh my
And
god.
then I'm going to go to combat. How big is your commander, Krim? No, you have that
What?
2-drop. I can't even think about it. How big is your commander?
Mine is a
Phil?
2/2.
The
Yours
defense,
is a
baby.
2/2. And how big is your angel, Tomer?
A 4/4.
So I'm going to swing my commander at Phil, and then I'm going to swing the servo at you, Krim.
Okay.
Felithar is going to trigger. I'm going to sack the greedy freebooter, which is going to let me scry when I make a treasure. I'm going to scry this to the bottom. And then I get to put a counter on everything. So this gets a counter, and this gets a counter, and you, and you,
And then we all lose 1. right?
and you.
No.
Target
Oh,
player loses.
right.
And then Krim, you're going to lose 1 since you're at 46 to the Blood Artist. I'm going to gain 1.
Okay. I'm taking 3.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Untap.
That's a big board already. Look at you, Seth, going on
I'm an
attackies.
aggro player now, and I played
I mean-
Commander on turn 3. That never happens. This is a historic moment on Commander Clash.
Yes.
All right. I'll play Sunbillow Verge.
So many Verges. You really needed that that fetch.
They're good.
Yeah.
I don't really like Verges that much. I don't play
I
them.
love Verges.
I
They're
feel like
better
they're an
than check
upgrade over the
lands.
Buddy Lands, yeah, but I don't play those either anymore. So
Ooh, I never heard somebody call it Buddy Lands. That's cute.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Monk class,
Nice.
which is for if it resolves, this second spell you cast each turn costs 1 generic less to cast.
ooh,
Level 2, for a blue and a white, I can bounce a non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So prowess is triggered on my
Yep.
commander. So let's go to combat. Seth,
Yes.
I'm going to swing both of these at you.
but why would he swing it at me with so many creatures when he could?
He probably
swing it
hopes
like
you block with
Phil?
one thing and then he just tramples over it anyway. I don't know, actually. Why not Phil?
That's a weird attack to me. When attacking Phil seems like an easier way to try to get.
Maybe he just
tokens.
doesn't think you have it in you to block with everything.
I will block you with this 3/3 servo and this 3/3 infestation sage. If you monstrous rage me, Krim, I can't up the beanstalk on one table. Monstrous rage, and I play commander to get away from standard.
That's why you full send with all of it, man.
I'm going to sudden breakthrough.
Ooh, first strike
Okay.
and a treasure.
So it costs 1 less because it's my second spell. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Create a treasure. So
Yep.
first off, I'm going to trigger prowess.
So it's a 3/5.
Now it's a 5.
Oh yeah, a 3.
five,
five. Yeah, I
with
added
first strike
them up. Yeah,
trample.
There it is.
Ah, you got the monster rage!
I
We
knew
played
it.
Standard,
Oh.
baby.
Even
Oh my God.
commander is tainted.
Oh my god.
Prowess trigger.
Yeah.
So it's going to go up to 6. And then it gets +2 and then +1. So that's 3. So that's 9/5 with first strike.
9/5. Yep. So
Trample
my
is
stuff
first
strike.
is definitely dying. So Krim makes 3/1/1s.
With prowess, right?
With prowess,
That's kind of scary.
yeah.
I love Elsha. She's so I'm very tempted to build her myself. She's like my style of game.
Well, actually, so when my creatures die, I get 2 Blood Artist triggers, and those are going to ping you, Krim.
Okay.
Oh, I'm taking 6 from Saracen at 2. Oh, you're hitting me with
God.
both? Oh, God. All right, I'm at 20.
You full sent you sent some stuff at me, so I'm like, okay. You're building up
was
a
a-
board. I
It
gotta
was a
wither it
2/2,
away.
But okay. You did wither it away.
passed.
Well withered.
I am going to untap. Draw. Oh no.
I wanted you to full block and test me on that.
Guess who doesn't
Yeah,
have a
I'm
board
not-
weapon hand?
not that
this
dumb.
guy.
I'm going to cast also a standard card, Outcast Trailblazer. When it enters
was
the
okay.
battlefield,
I like
I
that
add
one.
a mana of any color.
Mhm.
But first, I get a cast trigger. This one gets a counter, and then it has 4 power, so I draw a card. That's also not a land. And then I'll add a mana. I'm gonna add doesn't matter. I'm gonna add a red mana.
Just lane ramp, green players. Just a
I'm
single
going to
time.
spend
I don't think I have a single land
3
ramp
mana.
spell in this deck. It's all mana
cast
dorks. I don't think I
Gwenna.
could help you if I wanted to.
Eyes of Gale.
And I never play
What?
mana dorks either. This is
You're
like
just like
the
this-
1 in 100
It's another
chance
mana
I'll have a
dork,
mana
yeah.
dork
My
deck.
hand is
Yeah.
just filled to the
Ashton
brim
gets
of
a
patch of
counter.
ramp, and I'm just like, oh yeah,
Hey, at least there's no
Gonna play
screaming
land.
nemesis this week. Yeah.
oh yeah. Not yet, not yet. Crimson
We
Tide.
are in the colors to play it.
Gwenna taps for 2 mana, but only for creatures. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, put a counter on it and untap it. And
Sarah
that
combo
would be
piece.
it for me.
Okay, so
I
you just
also
have
played
like
Trial.
obscene amounts of ramp and some card draw on the battlefield.
Yeah, Phil has a lot of mana.
3 card draw enablers on the battlefield. That's nice.
Maybe Phil is a problem. Maybe I think I got a
Maybe.
sense of it, Phil.
Arath could be.
Yeah,
I would take
No,
think
that
I
only
can
sets Phil up,
die
though,
right
right?
away if that's...
Because
I mean, a decent
Phil
amount of
hasn't-
his mana is on creatures at least this time.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can just kill me if you want to. Like, if all of you swing at me, maybe Seth only has this one flyer, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead if you want to.
Well, I can't really profitably
Might be a
attack.
theme for this week.
Cards in hand. Everybody, 1, 2, 3.
4.
I have to.
2.
Oh, okay. Well, then playing my land tax doesn't matter. Okay. Let's go to swingies. I'm going to swing Battle Angels of Tyr, the original one at Phil, and then 2 copies, myriad copies, will come. One at Seth and one at Krim. And then the Sky Knight Vanguard is also going to go at Krim, and it's going to
5.
come with a little buddy. Where's my little buddy? Oh no, where's my little buddy? It literally just had it. What happened?
Did you shuffle them in your deck or something? Where did the tokens
No.
go? You just had them last combat.
Ah, there it is. I found him. Then the little buddy, the soldier buddy, will go at Seth. Help me out here.
I'm going to block. I'm at 20, so I'm going to start.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're going to draw cards now. So
All right.
I will block the token and take 4.
Oh, yeah.
I can't block any of that, so I'm taking 5.
Yes. So the soldier dies. I draw a card. Does anybody have more lanes than me? No.
I have 4.
So nothing. Does anybody
2
have more
cards.
cards than me? No. So nothing. But does anybody
Life.
have more life than me? Yes. I will gain 3.
Hey,
See, this is what I'm
okay.
saying. Like, I thought this card was insane, but like,
I think that's pretty good, dude. I don't know.
Pretty good, yeah.
4 mana? Oh,
You did deal a lot of damage. Oh, Blood Harvest
Blood Harvest.
triggers. I need the life. I will gain a life in Krim. I will ping you back down to 40, I guess.
all right. Got to swing back at Seth.
End of combat, my myriad tokens leave the battlefield. They're still attacking, though, because we're still in combat. It's just the end of it. So I draw 2 more cards off Zergo.
Sargo's actually a pretty good card advantage engine if you build around
Oh,
it,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, this card is sick. I will play an Arena of Glory. Oh, boy. All right, we'll just play it. I don't know. Maybe you will land ramp at some point. I'm going to play a land tax. All
It
right.
could happen. You could stop playing
It
land
could
if you
happen.
wanted to get ahead or behind.
Do we play like a Sandscat as a blocker?
That's the problem with
No.
catch-up ramp. If it's not catch-up ramping, it feels so bad.
Yeah, it's going first feels bad. Who'd have thought? All right, that's it. I'm done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have to discard 2 cards.
9. Oh my god, I have 2. I'm so jealous. I will untap.
Tomer left up 4 mana.
Yeah, please don't punch me in the face. I might have responses. We'll just discard Village Rites and a Swamp. Actually, no, we'll discard Bleachbone, Verge, and a Swamp. There we go.
What do we do now?
Land ramp, land ramp, land ramp. Please.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't have any in my deck, or I would. I'm gonna play Undo Inversion as a land.
Oh, I was like,
okay.
undo inversion is
Nah,
insane.
no,
here.
I wish. I'm way short on mana though. I only have 5, and I don't have another land. I need to attack, but I don't have anything great to sack. All right, I'm just going to pass. I guess. Go ahead.
Whoa la la.
It's the damage
Huh.
time.
Passing with mana up.
It
Am
comes.
I drawing you?
Don't walk
Okay.
into my mighty ink shield.
Phil's the only blue player outside of me, right? Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Other colors can interact too, Krim.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
be-
but I
don't
care
be
more about...
rude. What if I'm running Tybalt's Trickery? I could counter as well.
I love
Yes.
trickery. I play it in all my red decks actually. I think
It
the
is
card's
cool.
actually really good, and
It's
just
also like a
fun.
fun memory. Yeah. I think some cards are just worth it just for the fact that they're very neat when they actually happen. That's why I'm a Chaos Warp believer. Like, I know it's a good card, and then I just hated it because I was unlucky. But now I think it's a good card because it's funny when I'm unlucky.
It creates
So,
it creates this like fun moment, and I think that's like most of what people want out of Commander is those like funny
Yeah.
stories to talk to their friends about for the next week or whatever until you play again. Like Streaming Nemesis, I've been laughing about that for a week now.
That
I've been
was
crying.
hilarious. by the
crying,
way.
but yeah, I agree. It was good.
I'm going to cast Snap. Return
Oh.
target creature to its owner's hand, untap up to 2 lands. I think we got to get rid of commanders on the board because commanders mean free spells. I guess I'm going to bounce Phil's commander.
Yeah, I think I'm dead.
So, untap.
That is not good.
Storm count at 1.
All of the prowess triggers happen.
Yes, they do. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 mana to now play Runetail Kitsune Ascendant.
Ooh.
When you have 30 or more life, flip Runetail Ascendant, which is prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures you control.
Sure.
Well,
That's
it's like a blast axe.
GG.
I'm just going to swing out Commander at Tomer, Monk tokens at Phil, and 6/6 at Seth.
I mean, I don't have any responses, but yeah, I'm not going to block. I'd rather die.
Your commander's already like a 3/4/4 or something.
It's a 3/3 right now.
I will not block.
I will block your 6/6 with my 1 flyer.
Okay, sure.
Whoa, so I take 6.
So I take 3.
I
The blood
gained
just
6.
will hit you, Krim, too.
Yeah,
by the
so I
way.
gained 3.
I drained you for 1. Only one
Oh.
thing died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then that's it. That's all I got.
All right, I'm going to untap.
I try to put a little damage.
Draw
That's
a
it.
land. And no, that is not a land. So how do I stay alive here? I'm just
Wet
going to
the
cast
board.
my commander for Timur.
Elsha's insane, by the way.
Alsh's
This is very
like,
good.
very
I
impressive.
really want to play that commander. It's very cool. My second
I
favorite
think
one was Narset, the Aftermath
I think-
Narset. And this was basically like the peanut butter jelly to that one,
But
right?
the Aftermath Narset was busted.
It was.
Aftermath
But I mean, every
Narset was
Narset is busted.
Yes, that's fair.
It is actually kind of true, isn't it? Now that I think about it.
They made
So-
one bad Narset actually in this set. I actually was surprised.
Yeah, this is kind of
I
awkward.
applaud them.
I'm going to tap 4 mana, and I'm going to hope to draw a land here. And I'm going to cast this, even though it has flash, High-Faced Trickster. It's
Oh,
a
nice.
flying flash 4/2 when you can cast spells as though they have flash, which means I draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Please
Yeah,
be
draw a
land.
card, draw a card.
This also gets a counter. Oh my god, it's the wrong color of land.
Oh, no. You got the birds. You got the birds still.
Yeah, bird.
I need
Birds,
two of
birds.
them. Yeah, I'm gonna play a island and pass.
Okay, end step. I'm going to fire this off and just hope it does something. I'm going to cast Crackling Doom.
Woo!
Crackling Doom deals 2 damage to each opponent. Each opponent sacrifices a creature of the greatest power among creatures they control.
Yeah.
Commander.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's this one.
Or
you know
sorry.
what? Before this resolves, 1, 2, 3. I am just going to play a Guardian of Faith. When it enters, I can phase out any number of things, any
like
number
that
of
card.
creatures I control. I'm just going to phase out my commander, so I don't have to sacrifice it. I will sack the Guardian. I get 3 Blood Artist triggers that are going to go at Crim, so I take 2, so I'm going to gain 1 altogether.
That's fair.
All right, my turn. Untappies. Where is anything that I have that's good?
I know the feeling, Tomer. As I sit here with 1 card.
Is anybody ahead of me on lands? Like green players have.
I actually
One,
missed a
two,
land
three,
drop.
denied me.
No,
5
your
lands,
catch-up
no.
ramp is just not going to work. No one's ramped this
Fine.
game.
Fine. This is where we're at in this game. We're going to pay 1 mana, and we're going to cast. Sorry, Krim, you're like way ahead. I'm going to curse you with opulence.
Okay.
Enchant player is attacked. You create a gold token. Each opponent attacking that player does the same.
Wait. I think we missed something here.
What?
Did you Crackling Doom in my end step?
Yes.
I think that means I'm at speed 2 because an opponent lost life during my turn.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, with 3.
Yes.
Then I'm going to pay 3 mana, and we are going to cast Adeline, Resplendent
Ooh.
Cathar.
Bro.
Vigilance, power equal to the number of creatures you control, which is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's going to change, obviously. And whenever you attack for each opponent, create a 1/1 white human creature token that's tapped and attacking that player or planeswalker they control. I'm not giving it haste or anything with Arena of Glory, which is going to be vibing. And then we're going to move to combat, and I'm going to do the same thing as before. So the original's going at you with 2 copies going at Phil and Krim. The Sky Knight Vanguard's going at Krim, and the Soldier token will go at Seth, as is tradition.
So I'm
And then
taking
I
5.
have a curse trigger, and Adeline also has 1 soldier going at each person, or 1 human going at each person as well. Oh my god, so many tokens. This is like not my deck. There's a gold.
I think I blocked one of the 3 humans.
I'll block
and
one
Okay.
of the
take 4
humans
in
as
the
well.
air.
I will
Okay.
block both the 1/1s coming at me.
Okay, and then you all have a 4/4 angel flying at you.
That
Yeah, I
I
have to
can't
take
block.
And then I have 4 humans dying.
4 died. So 4 Blood Artist triggers at you, Crib.
I'll draw.
So I'm now at Tomer's health. Are you good draining
Okay.
me?
I mean, I'll
Tomer's
probably...
ahead by a landslide.
We'll see how this next turn cycle goes.
Oh, because we're at the same life total now, I don't gain life from the Battle Angels? So then the Battle Angels do nothing.
Hot.
Good
See, it was all
job,
part of the
Battle
plan, Grim, to
Angels.
fizzle the
Yes.
life of the Battle
Yes.
Angel.
All right, so they leave the battlefield. I draw 2 more cards. Wow, did I
Yeah.
still miss a land drop? I did. That's impressive. Well, that means my catch-up ramp is going to be online next turn.
Except we're missing land drops too. It still might not be.
We will go to end step, and I'm going to keep this 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Mr. Moneybags, discarding the hand size.
I
I think Tomer actually is winning now.
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
Grim has 2
mana.
cards, and you have
I
a
two
million.
cards.
Okay, we'll get rid of Gold Lust Triad, Skull Clamp,
Ah!
Gorman,
Oh yeah, Tomer's
and
definitely
a
winning.
Morbid Opportunity. I mean, that's
He's
all card
discarding
draw.
skull clamps.
I know,
You can never
'cause I
have
have
too much
card
card draw,
draw.
though.
Could
All
have
right,
cast
come
the
on, Dan.
clamp.
Or maybe I keep up interaction because everybody's saying I'm the threat now.
I mean,
so-
and also if you hit me, you give him a treasure to interact with us with his full grip.
1, 2, 3. I am going to play Enduring Innocence. It's a 2/1 lifelinker, and when another creature with power 2 or less enters, I get to draw a card once each turn. If it dies, it comes back as an enchantment. And then 1, 2, sack the treasure. Actually, no. 1, 2, let's tap this instead. 1, 2, tap the Avacyn's Pilgrim. Mentor the Meek. Another way to draw with little creatures, but it's going to trigger the Enduring Innocence, so I get to draw a card. And then I really need to attack with my commander, but I think the problem with Felithar is once it has to stop attacking, it doesn't do anything. It was very impressive like early when no one had blockers and the kids grow aboard, but now that people have big blockers, it's getting tricky. How big is your commander at the moment, Phil? You have a 4/2, and what's
It's
your commander?
3/3 and a 4.
I don't really want to kill Phil.
And
And
everything has
healing's
a
huge.
flash. I could flash in anything.
Oh, you do have 2 mana still. You know what? I'm gonna attack at you, Tomer, with my commander. It is currently a 5/5, but I'm going to sack this Enduring
Wow.
Innocence.
And then
Wow.
No, can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to sack the treasure, actually. I'm going to sack the treasure. So that puts a counter on everything. So it's going to go up to a 6/6 trampler.
Oh my god.
This will get a counter.
That's
This
an
will get a
efficient
counter.
command at what it does.
It actually is very good at what it does.
Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, I'm
All
more
right.
worried about the Crim is just going to alpha strike me to oblivion. Right
Yeah,
I would
Mhm.
like to.
I might be rooting for that. Go ahead, Grim. I
now.
was more scared of Crim until this turn, but now you have so many more cards in hand than him. I'm a
You're
little more
just
scared of you.
jealous. You're just jealous.
I
of
am
Yeah.
also
Actually,
jealous that I have 1 card and you're discarding hand size. That is also true.
That's not a bad draw.
I mean, if Crim just can chain together like cantrips and
Was
stuff,
that
his
8?
team can get real
I
big.
think that's what the deck does, right? Like,
Well, sorta.
there's like a monk
Probably what it
class.
comes
Like,
to.
I drew 3 Tree City. I'm gonna choose
Ooh,
Monk.
oh, that's actually absurd.
oh my lord.
That
I
is
have-
like about the best I've seen that card look.
Well, I don't know if it's gonna do enough though. That's my
Well, you don't have any cards in hand, I guess, but
yeah.
still makes a lot of mana.
I'm gonna use this mana to go ahead and just cycle Azorius Charm. So trigger prowess.
Yeah.
Can you use a dice to represent prowess? Unless you
Sure.
just, that's it. But
Like I
assume there's more.
do not.
Never
I think you're all very worried about me having more to do. Unfortunately,
okay, we are.
You have a very scary board, Crim.
I have a lot of stuff. That is true, but none of it is enough to alpha strike Tomer into the sun.
I mean, I'm happy to hear.
Was that actually even worth it? I'm not sure. Okay. I guess I'll take this time then to go ahead and spend 1 white. No, actually, sorry. This is a weird turn because I think so. Tomer, you have exactly a 3/4 and a 3/2, right? Or
I have
a 0/4.
and a 3/3.
Maybe I just have to do it. I'm going to cast Sheltered by Ghosts. And so I'm going to target that on my Serene Master.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm not
Okay.
targeting my Serene Master. I'm putting it on my Serene Master.
Right, right.
And then I am going to pick off your Adeline. And that is another prowess trigger.
Well, I really hope not to die, so I'm going to try my best. I'm going to cast Flare Fortitude by sacrificing Sky Knight Vanguard as its alternate cost. Until end of turn, your life total can't change. Permanents you control gain hexproof and indestructible.
All right.
Yup.
Phil, anything?
That's
I mean,
not
I
good.
don't have any response.
So when you sack the creature, the spell's on the stack. So Tomer, I can actually ping you for 1 with a Blood Artist
Okay,
because it's
sure.
before Flare has resolved.
I know I've drawn a lot of cards, but I'm really not that
I don't think you're
scary.
gonna talk yourself out of this,
Okay.
Tomer, at this point.
But like, there's a teamer. There's a person who has the card draw and the ramp. Okay, I'm kind of pinched on mana. That's
yeah,
the problem.
but Phil's at 12, so he's like about to die right now.
Don't say.
Well, like you
so
can't
sad.
die, Tomer. So I think we like, what's Krim gonna do with all of his stuff?
Yeah, now
I
now
know.
I think he was going for you, but like, now you're off the table. You kind of one-ringed us almost.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
let me see. Seth, I'm gonna. What's your biggest toughness?
So I think 4/4 Servo was the biggest.
If
Or
I
2/3
full
was
send
it.
at Phil, he's just gonna fog or something. He hasn't done anything, so I think he's got a bunch of resources. So I have to force Phil to do something.
I'm dead.
Uh, Well, no. I'm gonna see what you do.
Oh.
I'm just sending my commander at you, Phil.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sending the rest of this at Seth. So these are each prowess 2. So they're all 3/3.
Your
all
commander has
3/3s?
trample, right?
Yes, that's trample.
I mean, you probably have double strike if you play this, so double strike would make it 10. So one more spell and double
I
strike.
have 1 card in
kill
hand.
me. Oh, yeah, well, then I just
Price for
take
progress.
it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
price and I'm dead.
Any blockers?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta block some stuff. I guess I have to put a Servo in front of 1 and Enduring Innocence in front of 1 to minimize the chances of dying.
So then that's 3, 6, 9, 12.
This has lifelink, so I'll gain back 3, so I would take 9 if you don't have anything else.
Oh yeah, right. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to my
Oh,
creatures.
Wow.
Oh, actually, okay, sure. So I'll take 12 then.
I take
So I'm
I-
at 8.
4 commander.
Yeah, and then I make 4
I'm
more
at
monks.
8 as well.
I will Blood Artist. I guess it's gotta be Krim. Tomer's phased out, so I'll Blood Artist you, Krim.
Okay, so I'm gonna show that I have 3 6 tapped monks.
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 untapped 4 untapped monks. And then
That's a lot of
after
monks.
that, I pass. I have nothing.
Whoa. In your end step, I'm gonna pay 2 mana and I'm gonna cast Fanatic of Ronas. I'm bringing the mana dogs today.
Oh my.
This one gets a counter. So this taps for 4 mana if I have a creature with power 4 or greater, which is the point of the deck. I'm gonna draw
Phil might have a good turn here.
I can.
Arena of
doesn't,
Glory and
but-
pass.
Well,
Well,
a
he
good
has
opponent's
flash.
turn.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, he has flash on everything.
All right. We'll draw. Still no land. Very cool. Oh, I have a land tax trigger. Hell yes. All right. Land tax trigger, upkeep. Oh my god. So the next 3 cards were not lands.
It's so funny that I have this
Wow.
3-tree city that doesn't do anything for me.
That's weird, yeah.
I mean, if you could draw some big spell, it'd all of a sudden be really good.
You know
But
what?
yeah, that is a lot of
I
mana
agree.
doing nothing.
I sure do agree.
How do we not die? So I got these 3 of these basics. I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay, we're gonna start with this. This will get me some life back, maybe. So we'll play a swamp. We will tap 3. We will cast Campbell, Profiteering Mayor. It has a lot
Goodness.
of text, as is new cards usually do.
That's not good.
Whenever 1 or more
It's not
tokens
good.
enter the battlefield under your opponent's control, for each of them, create a tapped token that's a copy of it. This ability triggers once each turn. Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life.
So it's kinda
I think I might be dead.
3 at least, yeah. Gold, Adeline, and Myriad. And Mobilize, if you want to see. Ay.
And then I think we just play this guy. For 3 more mana, Ishin. 2 heavens as 1. If a creature attacking
Turns out
causes a triggered
Okay.
ability of permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers a second time. It's basically attack Harmonicon.
Turns out the player discarding 7 cards to hand size was indeed actually
It's
winning.
good, but I feel like Phil
Who
is
would
just
have
like,
thought?
I think
Ah.
Phil's just in command here. He has an entire...
Oh, how
We'll
do I
see.
stay alive
We'll
over
see.
there?
I
Oh,
sure
my
hope
God.
you're
Hang
listening
on,
to
we
me.
We'll see. I mean,
Yeah, I think I gotta
Be
see if
in
I can
command,
find
Bill.
my counter for this, right? Otherwise he attacks and we die because double Myriad and I only... I'm just gonna do my cool thing now and then see where I end up with this. I'm gonna add 4 mana It's in a strong situation. I'm
Yeah.
gonna spend 3 of those mana for Garruk's Uprising. When this enters, if I control a creature with power 4 or greater, I draw a card.
Oh my God.
Creatures you control have trample, and whenever a creature you control with power 4 or greater enters, draw a card. So I'm gonna tap this for 2 mana that I can only spend on creatures. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna do that right away, and I'm gonna cast a card that will draw some cards. It's Galta Primal Hunger.
Oh my
It's
God.
a 12/12. It costs 12, but it costs less for each power I have. I have more than 10 power, so it costs 2. That means I'm gonna draw from up the beanstalk, Garruk's Uprising.
You're gonna
This one
untap
untaps, and Eshki triggers, so it gets a
I
counter.
wasn't lying. I
It
wasn't
draws a
trying
card.
to gaslight.
I mean,
draw a card from the
as of right
beanstalk.
now, you two are in the lead, so you figure it out.
Everybody takes 5.
I think we just
Um,
die.
I'm at 4.
Then there's enters, and I draw because of up the beanstalk. Garruk's Uprising. Grana gets a counter too. Yeah,
Sure.
that would be.
Wait, why do we
like
take
that.
5?
Because Eshki's
That
last
is the last
ability.
ability.
Finally casting big
It
creatures.
grows Eshki
Okay.
and then it burns us.
I'm gonna add a green mana that I can only use on creatures.
We're so dead.
I don't know if you're dead.
We don't
We're
die
not
to
dead
you.
Phil, we're dead to you, Tomer. So yes, I would agree. I don't know who's doing the murdering.
I'm surprised
but
Phil just
someone.
didn't do this on his turn. He probably has like haste somewhere and then he just stomps us on his own
I have
turn. No?
Arena of Ruin, yeah. I just wanted
Yeah.
to bluff that I have a fog. I'm going to add 2 mana for creatures.
Well,
And
we're-
a-
You know,
You
the
value.
best fog is just murdering your opponents on your own turn. You know that? That's why I call it combat.
I'm going to spend all of this mana to cast a creature. Alex Metis, die schlummernde Insel. The Slumbering Isle. It is a 4 mana, 12/12. It is not a creature as long as it has counters. Schlummermarken. As long as it has slumber counters on it.
So we take
And whenever
7.
I cast a spell, it loses a counter.
Like 6.
So what happens now is untap this one, counter,
Okay.
draw. Everybody takes 6. Sorry, Seth.
GG.
Turns out I was kind of scary. I am very scary.
Who would
I
have
am-
thought that
Okay,
the Teamer deck was scary?
Oopsies.
All of your guys'
To
decks
be
were
fair, I
popping up.
underestimated this as well. Just if that helps. Grana gets another counter. Oh, it's also tapped, yeah.
Does this
5
continue to... Oh, it's
slumber
equal
counter.
to the power of,
Equal
of
to
your...
its power, yeah.
And
So I'm
Eshki's
just gonna
power
try
keeps
to-
going up every
To
single time
write this
too.
train
But
home,
like,
yeah. I'm gonna add
he just has to cast a couple
2
more.
mana
Okay.
for
Yeah.
creatures. This time it's blue. And then we're gonna use the Raceway.
Do I have any free
And 2
interaction
mana.
in this deck? I don't think so.
This one is in French because I traded it with Neotuk in Amsterdam, I think, because I opened the extended art and he played it. It's the whale that proliferates. It's also
yeah.
a
Ooh.
3
Tide
mana
whale.
7/5. Disparation 2. It's
Love that.
Vanishing 2. And then whenever a player casts their second spell at each turn, I proliferate. That means, oh boy, we untap this. Eshki does the thing. Everybody takes 7.
Yep.
I don't draw because of the beanstalk, but this time I draw because of the uprising.
Something is drawing you a card. Got it. Got it.
Sure. So are we dead? Got one more?
Let's see if we did. How many more do I need?
Cast one
I'm
more and
gonna-
I'm gone.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna tap this. Add 2 green. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
spend 3 mana. I'm gonna impant an Overlord of the Hauntwoods. We're playing more standard here. That means
Standard all-star?
we are casting a
Where's
creature.
does there?
Yeah, so I
Everybody
could
takes
draw 2
8.
cards, but I don't have anything to draw into, so I'll just die.
Jeez, that went out of hand so quick. If that helps, I totally underestimated this.
I didn't. I knew this was
Okay.
gonna come.
But
As he
maybe
draws a
maybe
card,
Phil doesn't have a
Up the
creature.
beanstalk draws a card because we're playing standard. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna cast one last one of them. I can't believe this actually happened. Voidborn Tyrant.
So
All right,
with
Graham,
that
this is your
trigger on the
chance.
stack, I'm gonna pop
Okay,
this for
okay,
a
let's see
white
if this actually
Oh.
lives
and
life
this, and
to
I'm
the
gonna
fullest.
cast Deflecting Palm. Right?
Okay.
Wow.
That's exactly
Wait, how big is your commander?
Hey, I waited
My
till
commander
Phil.
is
Oh!
9.
I waited till Phil
One
got
more
to
minute.
enough power.
Oh my god. We're not
That's
even gonna resolve this.
insane.
What's gonna happen is this
With your
deals
trigger,
9
your Ishki
eventually.
trigger or whatever.
That is fine. That is fine with me. No, it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent, and then it gets redirected by deflected palm right in my face. That is fine.
Insane.
The tyrant would have gained life.
What a
100
monk
TP
way
as
to
well.
finish it too. Deflecting palm.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't the
escalated
5-mana
so
one.
quickly.
I'll tell you what. I'm sitting here with this card in my hand the whole time. I'm like, well, I can't really do much with this yet.
Anyway, that brings us to the end of our second Tarkir Dragonstorm Commander Clash. We had two pretty great endings to both of these. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with another one. So until then, have a great week. And this is the crew signing out.